Welcome to today, the news report from Europe's top power event, consisting of PowerGen Europe, Renewable Energy Europe, Power Grid Europe and newcomer Nuclear Power Europe. Marking PennWell's centenary, this year's celebrated event is located at the RAI Exhibition and Conference Centre in the cosmopolitan city of Amsterdam. And with over 500 exhibitors and 80 conference sessions for the industry to converge on, it is set to buzz with people and power talk. This morning's keynote session raised some interesting questions, with the speakers presenting some strong themes throughout. Joining me to talk about the themes of today's keynote is PennWell's Director of International Conferences, Nigel Blackaby. Hello, Nigel.
Hello, hello.
Nigel, for you, what were the key messages that came out of the keynote this morning?
Well, I think I could identify one major message which all three speakers alluded to. And this was the need for the power industry to accelerate the rate in which it's reducing its CO2 emissions, what they call decarbonisation. And the first speaker, Ruud Lubbers, Prime Minister of Holland for 10 years, said that he first referred to this as part of a speech back in the 1970s when he talked about economic development combining with respect for the environment.
Gosh, so that's a long time ago. So where are we in this process of decarbonisation?
Well, I think what all the speakers agreed was that we're in a process of transition from a fossil fuel economy through to ultimately, I guess, renewable energy being the driving force for the electricity industry.
I'd just like to raise one phrase that Mr. Frank Voters from Mazda used, a very interesting phrase. He used democratic energy.
It's what I call democratic energy. 2.3 gigawatts in just 3 months. Imagine building a conventional power plant of that size in that period of time. That's just not possible.
What does that mean to you?
Well, it was a phrase that was new to me, but I think what he was saying is that it's going to be the market that ultimately dictates to the industry the direction in which renewable energy goes forward. Because what he was saying is that, for example, the price of PV panels is coming down dramatically, and if there's an uptake in markets amongst consumers to use photovoltaics on their rooftops or within industry, then the power industry is going to have to respond to that. So the process is coming up from the bottom.
Really? So do you think we could really see a trend towards a greater proportion of decentralised energy?
Well, again, this was something that was referred to by the last speaker, Jos van Dijk.
The Dutch research institute KIMA predicts that in 2030 approximately 30% of the power demand is supplied by decentral generation. This could well be. It will provide exciting new business opportunities.
And that coming from a major utility known for centralised power was really quite a revelation.
Thanks, Nigel. I really look forward to seeing how the themes are going to be expanded over the course of this year's conferences. Thanks again.
My pleasure. I'm certain it's going to generate a lot of food for thought.
Earlier, I caught up with Gerhard de Vende and Stefan Frenz of Ian and Lagan Service to discuss how the ideas in the keynote are affecting the industry in practice.
In my impression, it's a problem for the most plant builders and suppliers. There is a lack of order intake in new build because in most of the European countries there is no further acceptance of CO2 emission of coal-fired power plants. And so all are waiting and hesitating with their decision for new build. And at the moment we see there's an upcoming market for retrofit and lifetime prolongation also in the field of coal-fired power plants.
Now to the exhibition floor, where reports of innovative technology illustrates that the downturn is not delaying development. We talked to some exhibitors showcasing new products to discover more about their technologies and developments.
We created this new panel filter based on a membrane filtration technology, a very advanced technology, and put it in a new design. The overall design allows us to have a simple retrofit of existing F-class filters without any modification of the filter house.
Today we launched the TFP98. It is hybrid synthetic nano media which offers a cost saving because it will offer lower front end pressure loss for the gas turbine operator, which reduces the gas burn required, and therefore it gives this additional cost saving.
So Andritz is presenting at this year's PowerGen its new vertical line shaft pump, which is used as a cooling water pump. And the special thing is that the impeller blades are adjustable during operation. The reason for this new development was that customers asked us for more flexibility.
Elsewhere, some interesting trade announcements have been taking place, with Siemens Energy declaring the completion of the first firing of petroalgae biocrude fuel, a novel biomass-based material. DP Cleantech signing a contract with the Chant Group for the delivery of a CHP biomass power plant in China. Von Rohe plunging into the water market with the acquisition of BHU Umwelttechnik. And finally, MAN Diesel and Turbo announcing new green power solutions. As today draws to a close, we can look forward to tomorrow's show, which promises more launches and news announcements, more conference sessions, and the highlight plenary session, where a panel of experts under the moderation of international journalist Stephen Saka will debate the topic, where does the power industry go from here? This is Dr. Heather Johnston reporting for today. Seeing you tomorrow.